Streaming, stooting. Right, we have data. So, Mr. Bond, where are we? The Empire of England continues to be ludicrous. There is expansion in the east, mostly driven by my vassals. Mostly because no one is my mate at the moment. Now, if only I can get the King of Sweden to leave the defensive pact against me in this thing. Ooh, excellent, I managed to have turned off the thing. Right, I'll do the usual trick of waiting for things to trickle in.
There's
definitely some weird edge case bug going on here.
Whenever you reload with a large defensive pact, your defensive pact briefly evaporates. Before we found that it evaporated when you died, but presumably that was some.
I think that might have been because I was playing on easy. So
that's kind of weird because once you've got a defensive pact against you, you clearly don't need the game to be made any easier. The whole point of the defensive pact is to make the game harder.
Right.
Sweden,
not currently part of the defensive pact.
Do you have any useful cases spelli against it? If not, maybe Hunter Claimant.
I'm pretty sure that somewhere I have someone who should be. Let's just check that he doesn't have any stupid pacts. Claim Sweden.
Okay, he
needs landing. Let's just check our landed status. We have two baronies.
Carefully constructed enough baronies to land two people, so that's fine.
Right, so Sweden, Kingdom of. We are going to declare war on you. Yoink. Right, so let's just do a quick check. You are not that scary. I can probably deal with you with the Norwegian forces. Do we have a treaty with the Holy Roman Empire? I think we may not.
Just at the end of the last session.
I think we may not have an exciting treatise. Do we have any good cases belli?
So you have personal claims on 2 counties.
I have personal claims on 2 counties, which, is not unreasonable.
You have a claim on the
Baden, but she's
claimant.
Dangerously female. I can claim Holland.
Duchy of Holland. I think 2 claimants for the Duchy of Holland. Not very big.
It's not very big.
3 claimants.
3
4 claimants. 5 claimants. You appear to have the entire Dutch royal
family in my kingdom. I can claim Cologne. Duchy of which is 2 counties. No, it's 2 counties in this bit apparently. But
whether you'd have to check whether the current holder controls has any other titles that might allow them to keep any of that.
Yes. I'm inclined to not to go for Holland on the grounds that there'll always be someone with a title around. Savoy, however, is actually also nice. Cologne or Savoy, I think, are. Hey, they've got a holding somewhere over there. Although Savoy is annoying because it's mountainous.
It would require some care. Yes.
It would require some. God damn it!
Push up from there. That's about right. Scroll down a bit and you'll hit Savoy.
No, I hadn't got to de jure claimed yet.
Oh right, sorry, that's de jure. Brains. I didn't notice the beginning of each line there.
Hang on. I can claim Thuringia. Kingdom of Thuringia. He's landed.
Was there some reason why we didn't claim Thuringia once already? I can't remember if there was.
I think I invited him and then went, oh shit, I've got a treaty with him.
Yeah. Oh yes. I think that's correct. Yeah.
So they've got 40,000, which is a substantial number of troops. I've got 80,000.
Yeah. The Holy Roman Empire is not going to be a pushover.
Is not going to be a pushover.
To the extent that you might end up wanting to just put all the other wars to one side for a bit until you threaten the Holy Roman Empire.
Well, actually, I mean, they've also got holdings up near there, so it's actually not unreasonable to go and take Sweden, which I think will be relatively easy.
Yeah, remember last time when the tiny things were the ones that
took
longest,
forever? Yes.
They all had huge...
Right, let's declare war on Thuringia. For Thuringia. So I still need to land the Swedish guy. Let's go check the defensive pacts. I just want to check whether it's worth going after like any of these tiny bits of Spain.
Looks like that's part of Barcelona. So
that's part of Barcelona. Leon's defensive pact. That's currently busy being occupied. Right, what about Barcelona? Right, let's actually check how scary Barcelona is. Barcelona is moderately scary, and it's got another 6,000. Let's not go to war with Barcelona. Let's stick with a mere 2 wars. Let's turn down time. Let's dismiss all of the things saying that they've left the defensive pact for some unaccountable reason. There's a bug. Let's return to this view. Let's go to our good old friend, the sub-realms view. Let's go to our view. Oh, not technology. Ooh, technology. Ooh. Let's upgrade. Let's upgrade our siege equipment. That cannot come amiss. Right, anyway, let's go to the military town, which is where I intended to go. Let's state away total strength. So let's also go and land this guy. Let's do the traditional act of vassal transference so that he doesn't get kicked out. Right. Let's go back over here because I still want to find out how much. So they've got like 3,000 military. So Denmark has 3,000. What have I got up there?
Norway is the rather major.
Is Norway, but clearly he's got less because this is in order of thing. But that's going to look like Denmark and Norway together are going to be fine. So, oh yes, I've also got Skara is now part of thingy, right? Okay. Let's march you guys together. Let's zoom out a step. So, where? Hang on. It's not what I want to do. I want to click on that. Thuringia is thus.
Meissen, Weimar, Berg and Weinsberg, I think.
Let's do that again. So, yeah.
And one, no, not the one between Meissen
and Berg and Cleve. So, Weinsberg, Cleve, Weimar and Meissen.
Though, yes. Oh right, yes, and that has as a sub-realm the Duchy of Köln, so as a current vassal the Duchy
yes.
of Köln. Does the current holder of the Kingdom of Thuringia have any other titles? He currently holds only the Duchy of Meissen and the County of Weimar.
Yeah.
So I think, since all of those titles have as their current liege have as their current liege the Kingdom of Thuringia, I think you will get all of those as your vassals, or rather, your claimant will get him as will get Siegmund as their vassal. That's my belief as to what will happen at the end of this war. We will find out. It's possible that you will end up just getting Meissen, based on past experience with invading titular kingdoms.
Oh yeah, we're really good at this.
You might check how many other wars the Holy Roman Empire is currently in.
It's certainly a theory. Attacking.
So he's doing
a caliph.
Holy War somewhere in the east, probably. And what was the third one? Was that just a hostile?
Hostile, yeah.
Okay. So he's only currently involved in one war, albeit a holy one.
That's progress.
Well, I mean, I did actually manage to replace the earworm of what was it, Cry for Me with High High, but that's not very complete.
March you lot in there. Let's grab you lot and get you over there. Grab you lot in there.
I suppose I could chop them all lines, couldn't I?
Certainly a theory.
We found that sharpening knives after 2 glasses of champagne a good plan.
I don't know, I mean you could drink your tea first, which will help dilute it a bit.
I've already drunk my tea.
Oh, well, okay then.
I think I'm slightly too vague and we'll get it wrong. And the knives that are left are good ones.
So, Mr. Bond.
Easy to make momentary errors and knock a lump of edge off.
Raise fleet there. Right. And I will leave what I've got left in England, which is mostly Wales, my personal thing, and Cumberland. Well, I said Cumberland, my Republic of Cumbria. Over there. Now, can I raise a reasonable number from Anatolia? You guys gonna go over here and maybe have a little fun trip. Well, let's get you on a boat and get you over here. Right. So you've left. Right. So, as per usual, the fun bit is going to be playing the game of can we find the Holy Roman Empire? Right. So, rather, can we find the Holy Roman Empire before 10,000 soldiers turn up on my doorstep? Which is always one of life's great questions. Well, While I play armies assemble, I shall drink some hot water. Okay. Alright, there we go. English fleet arrived. So, where are we at? Right, shovel you on ship. Wait for more armies to arrive. Ah, people are joining the defensive pact against me again. So how threatening? Oh, I'm 99.5% threatening. Where's... Pause. So English army arrived in service. Shove you on ship. 8,000 troops. Why do I want 8,000 troops? That's a very good question. So, let's actually think about taking you guys over there. So, let's bring you over there. Dorian. Let's glue you lot together. You're big enough to start besieging Weimar. Right. Let's glue you together, stuff you on a ship. I think I'm going to send you to Norway. Well, somewhere anyway. That would do. English army arrived in Sanders. Excellent. You're doing something. Let's stick Brock in charge currently, while nothing much is happening. Okay. You can be dismissed. And where's Westrogothia? Excellent. Right, let's glue you together. So, let's go on a little trip over there. Right. Oh, it appears I've got a new ruler of Brittany. Right, so we've got a cheered up thingy. You are the Exarch of Armenia. Where is your capital? So my first question is, where the hell is Armenia?
East, mostly.
Where exactly?
Going east. It's that one.
Oh yeah.
And the capital appears to be in Kurdistan.
Right. Well. Right. Okay. Right. Ooh, there's a Holy Roman Empire fleet up here. Wow, that's exciting. We've arrived in Dorian. Let's also send you to Weimar. I'm sure it's nice in Weimar. The Scottish claim on Wales. Jolly good.
Well, they were
Yes!
in personal union
Yes!
under their previous ruler, so this is the usual, everyone ends up with claims on everyone else's kingdoms. And so you get a small war after succession as they try to sort out who should actually control them all.
Let's send you off there. Right, you've arrived at Weimar. Right, okay. Right. Tyranny of Denmark. Well, the Danish tyrant has won. Ooh, Gotland's part of my territory now. That's nice. Mason. Right. So, what have we got coming up? You've got the title of Duke of Mesopotamia. Fine, whatever.
Yes, that's Sweden occupying some of Sweden's territory because you had a
Holding there.
trade post or some other holding. Probably something else because they got war score from it.
Yes.
Yes.
I had like
Tribe.
one little tribe. Right, anyway, so what have we got in terms of battle? Okay, yes, good. Glue. Back to Sweden. Yes, my hope is to do the Swedish war relatively speedily. Although being paused doesn't help it go any quicker. And then I can go after the Holy Roman Empire. Right, that's now a respectable-ish sized army. It's the only disadvantage about actually having a claim on the entire kingdom of Sweden is that I can't do it as an exarchate.
Well, get them excommunicated.
It's true. Or they'll plot against me or something. So, how goes the battle? Quite reasonably. Okay, you guys. Let's launch you over there. Get besieging things up there. Oh, people are drawing the defensive pact against me. Okay. Well, you know. I think I'll wait till you've got a few more people. I wonder what the Holy Roman Empire's doing. Right. Let's, however, set you guys over here so that we do have a reasonable sized fleet should we wish to, for example, ship people off. Hurrah! because the Holy Roman Empire has mysteriously... Let's just check the Holy Roman Empire's not turned up in... is not sulking in Westminster, which it's not. Good, right. Right, so... let's assault the tribe, because realistically... There we go. 36% war score. I do know we might need to sit and wait a bit. What are we besieging there? Somewhere. Let's glue you guys together. Right, let's glue you guys together. March in there. Let's glue you guys together and march you in there. Right. Basically now nearly all my armies there are paired up. So I've got 2 reasonably sized ones in neighbouring provinces. Right, we can probably change this around a bit. To the B teams.
These.
Let's wander over here, see if we see some Holy Roman Empire armies. Let's glue those fleets together into a glorious whole. And now let's settle down for some serious besieging. Ooh, I'm holding in Middlesex is under siege. Okay, it's completely irrelevant. Fine. Honestly. Okay, good. Oh, I've got a new Doge of Cumbria. Let's get you lot together. Right, let's put someone in charge. Oh, besieging up. Berg, Strathern, Triad War. Oh, okay, no. Casus Belli no longer relevant. Fine. We'll just have to wait around. Try again. La la la. How's our financial situation? Mildly state-shaped. Still, it's probably only about 12 years till the next crusade. I can probably make the pennies eke out that long. We don't have enough people to besiege Ankara. Oh. So that's 2,000. Do we have anywhere that's... Right. You guys. Go over there. Right. Still no sign of the Holy Roman Empire. Which is kind of disturbing. Yeah, but you know, I'd have thought that like I'd see them because I have quite a lot of territory in places.
You can see where they are actually at Holy War.
That's a theory. I do love the way that my threat declines all the way through my war, presumably in case, like I lose it.
It only increases when you take new territory. And not always requiring territory trigger it. It's suggested at least that it's less. It's triggered a little bit, but rather less by your vassals getting territory for you.
Well.
You actually do it yourself.
So the fact that I was aggressively taking territory on behalf of my liege when I was King of Poland
it was probably annoying for the Holy Roman Empire in that it was making them more threatening.
Yes.
On the other hand, it was gaining them territory, so,
Yes.
Admittedly,
it eventually gained me so much territory that I created my own empire, but... Let's just check I don't have any interesting intrigue things. No, I don't. Ooh, we won a siege somewhere. 10%, wow, that's a lot of war score for that, considering it's like in the middle of bloody nowhere. It's not actually part of the target territory.
Looks like you may have taken some of the target territories. No, I'm not sure.
No.
That under that 8020.
Oh yeah, okay.
Is that you occupying that?
Yes. Okay, that explains why I've got so much war score. Right. I thought you had enough people to besiege there. But right, whatever. Surely you have enough people to besiege this one.
I think so, barely.
Well, yes. There's a little Swedish fleet going somewhere. Hooray, they are besieging it. Excellent. This is 6.54, so they might be there a little while.
There's an underpopulated level 6.54.
Just a bit. It's in the middle of the desert, no one wants to be there. I'm trying to prove that a watch pot never boils by watching this goddamn siege.
Bet something's offering you to create the Empire of
Francia again, yes. Ooh. Norway won some more territory. It's nice.
No, you
No!
create the Kingdom of Lapland.
Oh, let's create the Kingdom of Lapland then.
My neck go crunch.
Right. Right. Count of Lapland, Protestant of Norway. Let's grant you a viceroyalty. Right. He can probably create the duchy.
I doubt it, because he's only
He's
counted
got
one county. And he's also now a king, but that will he'll still only control that one county. Since the duchy has two.
Right. There we are. He's probably now an extremely happy bunny. Yes. Anyway, let's head south a bit and see what's happening. So, how old am I? 33. I'm getting less prestige as I get older, but it's getting harder to get prestige.
Well, a large amount of it came in one enormous lump from the Crusades.
It's true. When I was 2 or something. I think I was 6 by the time the Crusade ended.
Oh, that's supposed to go crunch.
I mean, I do like Brock the Hammer as the hammer as an epithet. It's still not as good as Sword of the Blessed Virgin. That's still the absolute best title one can get. Right.
Another wine
my
review
name
from Eleanor.
is.
This wine tastes like the forest at night when the Ents are walking.
Okay.
Her wine reviews are very strange.
Your wine reviews would go, this wine tastes like wine.
Well, I suppose. Let's just check everyone is still besieging something. Yes. 23% more score. What are we besieging there? Can we assault it? Yes, we can. And I think we should assault that one. Because it's pretty ditchy. Wow, what a lot of successful sieges.
That was a click.
So, who's besieging who in Colchester? Oh, it's the Swedes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's worth trying to kick them out. I think you just
I've got.
besiege harder in Sweden.
Well, they're just sitting there.
Oh yes, that too.
Unless they roam the country, nothing's going to happen. So I'm fine with that.
What's the title you can usurp at the moment? Left. Second from left. Might be left.
Oh!
What are we besieging there? So, a crossword then. I said so, a crossword then.
Crossword. Ah.
It's the one. It's definitely a word and it's definitely cross. Woohoo! So, like, I've taken off at least one place in all of the key target territories and some random bits out east that my army happened to be near. So, currently we are doing a lot of occupation, but we are not doing well in seeing the Holy Roman Empire. Let's avoid the Radician peasant revolt. We won Mardia, I think.
It's not sun fried, it's bun fight. Part of disagreement when hot and cross bun.
It's a sign. It's a sign. It's a side. So, two things that begin. One begins with G, one begins with T. Right, let's.
I'm trying to move them towards the other armies so that
Yes.
when they an empire does turn up to on this particular.
Indeed. You're now done. Okay, right, you. No. You're sorry, you're going to that one. Right.
Oh. Okay, 28 across is rubbish.
Actually, it's probably over there. What's 28 across?
The C for some elements is the med. So the C is cluing the med.
Oh, fumed.
Yes, it is a bit rubbish.
Scrap. You're besieging something.
Gritty.
What? Why?
Hard hitting is gritty documentary kind of thing, and gritty is Robertson.
Okay.
Right, two left.
So, how are we doing out there? We are besieging somewhere still. Okay, right. That's fine. So, we're doing really well on occupation in the Holy Roman Empire. We're just kind of lacking an army. We have besieged Uppsala, and now we are besieging CK2. These are all very important things. Right, let's try blackmailing the vassal. My God, that's a peace otter from the Holy Roman Empire. Let's
Otter.
just check that we had in fact landed him. Yes, he is Baron of somewhere. Accept. Right.
So, what territory did you get?
What did we get? Okay, we didn't get those 2 bits, but we got those 3 bits, so that's not too bad.
So, what are his vassals then? That was the thing during his vassals.
Oh, Thuringia. So, yes, so his vassals, he's got the Duke of Cologne, and
Right, okay, so what? What?
and the
So
Duke of
he
Cologne's
didn't-
got.
so, this is confusing because it looks like he didn't bring his own subsidiary titles with him.
Yes.
As in, he's brought his vassals, but the titles that you didn't. Oh no, sorry. Yes, that makes perfect sense. So the claim was for the kingdom. So what your claimant got was the kingdom and all vassals of that kingdom that weren't but a person cannot be their own vassal.
Yes.
So the holder of the kingdom got to keep all of his other titles together with their liege. So the holder kept the other titles.
I think Westcote's actually sticky there,
And so de jure liege was the HRE.
and it's sidekick, and it's not.
Yeah, that kind of works.
Okay, there we go.
Rocky Bird is not a thing, it turns out.
Well, let's disband you because you're now somewhere fluffy.
Fluffy dark.
Still, that got us 3 counties and a new title. which is not to be sneezed at.
So that's tried.
This is awful.
Quite fine.
And as usual, the larger war finished quicker.
It's true. And I am now kind of wondering, do I want to raise my French troops because they're nearby? Or not? To make the war go faster. Maybe let's put Basileus Brock over here. Do I have... There we go. Let's put some people in charge. Fortunately no siege leaders.
I mean, you could see, for instance, if there's anyone you can imprison who looked interesting.
Okay, so England.
And possibly see if there's anyone you can excommunicate or otherwise inconvenience. And if you choose revoke title here, it's right at the top of the list. Obviously not going to do it. Oh, so you can actually just attempt to revoke the Kingdom of England. You may end up at war with England. And that's the only kingdom she now controls.
Yep.
And it will cost you 200 prestige.
Like I'd noticed that. Let's do it now because the title's not. There's not currently a revolt.
Yes, there has been an English revolt for quite a lot in recent history, hasn't there?
Right,
So she will almost certainly refuse that.
it's true. She probably will. Anyway, let's zip back up here and see how my war's going. Yes, I mean there is now a fairly substantial penalty for my granted viceroyalties.
Minus 24.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. That causes them to hate you, so you can then generally they'll try to plot to kill you, and then you revoke their kingdom.
Yes. Well, okay. She just agreed to it.
I'd be kind of tempted to give it back to her as a vice. Oh, if you can give it back to her as a viceroyalty. I mean, see what's her opinion of you now? Okay, it is
Minus
minus
100.
100. That may be a bit.
I'm not going to give it to her as a
You only
vice.
get about plus 40 for,
Yes.
or plus 60 for taking a viceroyalty. You
Right.
might want opinion view at this point.
It's
There's
true.
quite a lot of de jure vassals of England.
Right. Well, he really loves me. I think I should go for him on the grounds that he quite likes me, and I can make him like me a lot more.
Well, or you could go. Hang on. I think this is currently showing you people's opinion of. I think you need to reselect yourself so as to get opinions of you. Right. Okay. Yes. In that case, I think this is now showing opinions of you. So I'm not sure. No, it still seems to be primarily showing opinions of someone else. What's the? Is there a? That's really. Well, actually, select Middlesex.
Middlesex.
Right. Now that's showing opinions of you.
Yeah. So the Duke of Dorset loves me.
Why? What? There was a big thing that caused him to love you. He has a plus 100 press my claims. So
But
what we really want is someone who doesn't have it, who has a high opinion that won't time out. That one looks. She looks particularly good because almost all of that is.
good stuff.
Not time
Right.
dependent.
Let's grant you a viceroyalty. The Kingdom of England. Right. Well, most of it.
Well, there are bits that are still part of like Scotland
Yes.
and such like.
It's true. Right.
And probably that large lump down in Armenia has fallen out because that's not de jure part of. Okay,
That's part.
so that. Well, if you go to sub-realms view, you can work it out. So what we ended up with there, that's a lump of Armenia, and then we have, is that a bunch of loose counties there then? Kind of.
2 duchies. I could put those under Armenia.
Probably a good plan.
We'll see if we can.
So Armenia Con was one of them.
Yes.
She definitely wants to transfer because she hates you because you revoked the Kingdom of England from her.
And Trebizond.
That was on.
No, I can't transfer that for some reason.
And what's the westernmost bit?
Also Trebizond. So, I think all that's looking reasonably promising now.
So, yes. So now minus 26 for penalty for any remaining. This is one reason why you don't want to have counties and duchies directly under you.
Yes.
Because all of them will have that minus 26
Indeed.
penalty as well.
So, how much it will cost me? 100 gold to use up that duchy. Let's use up that duchy. Because they're persistently not doing it. Let's find the Kingdom of Lithuania and give them the duchy that I just used up. Right. Okay. Hopefully I've given that to the right person. I have a feeling I should have checked, but never mind.
Well, if not, there'll be some
If
brief
not,
de jure wars.
there'll be some de jure wars and we'll work it out.
Or something.
We can dismiss you. And now we can go back to our regularly scheduled war in Sweden. AKA sitting down outside Sigtuna going la 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 la. Ooh, somewhere small. We might manage to besiege that in less than... Since we're just besieging things, we can probably make the lights flash faster.
Make your stones flash both.
Love. Ooh, we've besieged Sigtuna. Enkabing. To go with Linkabing. White piece there. Okay. You're my exarch. I'm not going to be a vassal anytime soon unless you get much better at plotting. English Andalusian de jure holding war over Shrewsbury. Okay. Fine. You tidy things up.
Haha, look what I can do now.
Okay, so we have converted some more people. Religion view. Where? No, I don't want religion view. What I want is... Right. My wife is pregnant. That's nice. My current ambition is... Oh, it's improved martial ability because I've had 2 whole children. At this rate, I'll be out of the country for the birth of this one as well. Honestly.
I mean, you could return, but...
I could return, but I keep hoping that I might actually improve my skill martial by, sitting in a muddy field in Sweden. Sorry, a snowy field in Sweden. Now, I might get Winter Soldier. That would be good. Holding where? Okay, you're some random uprising. I'm going to pretend that you don't exist. Right. Surrender. Victory. Right, off you go. Let's go back to realm view, that's probably a bit more helpful. Oh, I'm not 100% threatening, even though I did just win a war against the Holy Roman Empire.
Well, you'll essentially never be 100% threatening for long, because
Yes,
the moment you hit it, you'll start decreasing.
it's
So it
true.
only happens very briefly at the end of a war that you actually hit 100%.
Aha! Well, I've hit 100%. Just check that he's got a... Right, he's got a barony thing. So, right, yes. Right, we won.
So now I'd be inclined to try to clear up your find your remaining despots and see which of them you can tidy up.
It's true.
Who else can you just revoke?
So,
If you go to your vassal list, that would be.
that's my vassal list. So, Despot of France.
If you just say revoke title, what happens?
No.
No, that one constitutes tyranny. Don't do it like that.
Basically, anything I don't have, if I have a claim on it, it won't constitute.
But they might also be in plots, and I bet
That's
you can't
true.
remember all the plots that exist.
Oh no, I really can't.
I mean, then it's Archessa, Despot of Norway.
No. Despot of Lithuania. No. No. It's the Despot of Lusitania. No. Exarch. Leader of revolt, Despot of Castile. No. Danish revolt. Woo! Let's scroll up again till we find the Despot of Poland, which was... Right, there we are. Despot of Poland. Can we revoke that title? No. I probably better leave some of these as despots, because I've still got a lot of despots, as well as Russian revolt, Polish revolt, Despot of
I think now you've passed the point where it's sensible to try to keep that penalty under control.
Queen of
And the thing to
Ireland.
do instead is to charge in the direction of
Despot of Swabia. Despot of Novgorod. No. Queen of Brittany. Woo!
a revoke title is at the bottom.
That's
Now
greyed
so you
out.
can find out why you can't.
I
You
mean-
have a non-aggression pact with that.
I might have married someone to a Despot of
I'm
Wales.
obviously slightly surprised that there are so few.
No. Exarch of Galicia. Arahosan revolt. Lithuanian revolt. Despot of Philistia. No. I know what I forgot to check. Crusade in Jerusalem. Despot of Thuringia. No. Despot of
You
Sweden.
haven't just put him in place.
I have only just put him in place.
And I think you may have gained a non-aggression pact as a
I've-
result of that having been done so very recently.
And now we're down to
Dutch.
duchies.
So none of them can be immediately revoked.
Indeed.
Um,
None of those can be immediately imprisoned.
no.
Right.
So I think the next level is get them excommunicated and then do something with them.
I'm just briefly going to check in large futility that
So there's a revolt. There
there's an
in Africa.
Anatolian
There's
revolt.
still an Anatolian revolt, but you may actually have a truce with that Anatolian revolt.
I might do. And then there's there's some revolt there as well. Well, let's see.
So here's Lay off word of just.
Might have a truce with him. Yes, I've got a truce with him.
Which cost you
13,000 prestige. That's half my prestige.
Yeah, well, I suspect that is always half your prestige.
Right, yeah, let's.
Right, okay,
So-
he gets to live another day because he's.
So, the leader of those revolts doesn't like me much, but I don't care. Queen of Brittany.
You're in a non-aggression pact with her, so
There's no point
I
doing
suspect
it.
I'm happifying her and improve matters.
So, I think I should reserve excommunication for people that actually have negative opinion of me. Because also I don't think it's something I can do too often. Because I think it's possibly something that I will piss the Pope off with if I'm like constantly knocking on his door going, "Excuse me, can you just excommunicate one of my vassals?"
So there was a
please?"
revolt in North Africa somewhere. I'll quickly check if you can revoke his title.
No.
Well, it's not surprising, he hasn't done anything yet.
Well, not to me anyway.
And apparently the week long into
Yeah.
Oh right, that's the Anatolian revolt again.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes. So I should try and get back Crusader Jerusalem at some point. Not least because it's been expanding. So, you know, it'd be nice to get that back. Right. Here's my courtier. No! I'm not going to make, like, your mate marshal.
Not happy at all.
Well, tough. I've had my children with you.
At least one of them has the genius trait.
Can't remember both. Maybe both of them do. So yeah, and there's him who's a genius, and Zenobia's not a genius.
I could put on some more kettle.
Ooh, kettle.
Kettle.
Okay.
Demon.
Yes, please.
No gosh,
Breton de jure war.
Breton.
Yes.
It's the Duke of Brittany going to war with
The Queen of Brittany.
Okay, are we ready?
Probably.
I mean, it's quite a long time since the King of England has also been the Emperor of England.
That's true.
Indeed, we are now in a situation where that would be a bad idea.
Yep.
The Princess Zenobia is ill.
Well,
Pascalis isn't.
Pascalis is not currently ill. Right, so... Oh, that's exactly 50-50. Can you toss a coin, please? Because normally there's one of them has a slight edge to be like either, you know,
So,
disastrous
you go
falconry or brilliant falconry or whatever.
Hunting.
Right. Off we go with the hunting. Aspiring falconer gets me another pointer for diplomacy. That's nice. Oh, let's do another round of clearing out the prisoners. If there are any to clear out, that is.
Yes, this is by default for you from Omega. It's rhubarb and something pudding.
Raspberry rhubarb
Yes.
plum pudding.
Therefore it's not either of us friendly.
Let's make time flash a little bit faster. I have a lot of vassals. Oh dear, did your marriage to the King of Croatia not work out? But important, oh, you didn't have any children. Damn it. I've got another son. I still haven't got to name him. I wonder why.
I thought I put 2 hot dogs in my little pot before we all went.
Sorry. Not too slow.
There was a hot dinner yesterday.
Yes.
Right, let's go on a grand hunt. The White State of Middlesex. Okay, that's my niece. Right, okay, she can get married. Yes. I think we know that we're going to lose that barony, but that's fine, we have plans. Do I want to build another... Well, let's try gaining 1 marshal. If I die, I die. I mean, my son is more prepared to rule than I was. So, zoom in a bit so we can see some counties. Let's do this in sub-ROM view for some reason.
You need a number of spare holding slots map view.
Yes, I do, don't I?
I don't think such a thing exists.
Me neither. Wretched, isn't it?
It's lip shape, isn't it? Anything's on state shape.
Especially, and this is important,
Oh, just
stoats. Oh, no, I can't build
That has to be a city.
another barony there. Can't build a barony there. All there. All there. All there. All there. All there. All there.
The island is, I think, Anglesey is, I think, a separate county.
There. There. Can't build one in Lothian or Lindisfarne. Teviotdale. Galloway. Thingy. What?
I mean, the ones with 4, the 4 slots that only have 2 in, you can build one in, but you have to build another thing first.
Yes. Well, you know, if I run out, I will totally do this, but
Where's he at?
I haven't run out yet.
And given that you keep acquiring territory, you probably won't.
So I can cheer up my Mysticos.
Which is generally a good thing.
It's true, what's his... He currently quite likes me. Well, I might get Diligent or Marshals, and I think both of those are good things. Gain 1 marshal. It's true. Right. Oh, go on, let's pay like 20 money to find out what the hell is going on.
So that Princess Ida
Can do
your food properly.
alchemy. That's the one. I gained 10 prestige. Well, I gained 1 intrigue for that. So what does Falconer get me? Diplomacy +1 and same trade opinion +10. Right, let's do that. Also, it is a fine occupation for an emperor.
Well, Falcon and the gardener.
Oh, yes. Oh.
So your wife does appear to be your rival. Ooh.
Great holy war for Vladimir. The mighty titular Lovisa has decided that it is time to teach King Rodislav II of Vladimir and the believers in the dead crucified God another lesson in humility.
Noting that the previous two attempts at teaching them such a lesson failed horribly.
Yes, hilariously. All 3 Smolensko men are invited to partake in the scouring of the kingdom of Vladimir. Omol is with us. Well, that's no concern about. I have no idea.
Presumably a god of the
Smolensko tribe.
Smolensko religion.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't. It's really a bit far east for Aznak, and I mean, let's face it, my
But
entire.
it's presumably a real thing.
Yes,
Well,
I expect so.
Well, real in the sense that any god is real.
not.
There is also the question of whether the people, say, writing about it in the Middle Ages were actually making it all up.
Well, I mean, to be fair, with Druidic religions, it's not people in the Middle Ages making it up;
yeah.
it's the Victorians. I mean, let's be absolutely clear about this. After 100 years under the Empire of England, the Kingdom of Castile is no longer considered de jure part of the Empire of Hispania.
So your de jure empire is getting weirder.
And Leon's getting
I mean-
larger. It actually makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Leon is staying the same size.
Yes.
So yes, the de jure empire of England consists of Great Britain, Brittany, and an odd bit of Spain. Not Ireland, which is part of the Empire of
Britannia. And now that over there has been there long enough. Well, that's amusing, isn't it?
I mean, yes, this only happens when you fully occupy a kingdom, so
Yes.
the tiny kingdoms of Spain are quite good candidates.
Yes. Although, a lot of them I have not occupied all of until recently.
Oh, you've lost your despot for Armenia.
Yes, I have.
Hang on, he was a despot. Excellent. You can reappoint that as an exarchate.
Yes, I can. Anyway, I need to appoint a commander.
Well, the new exarch of Lapland looks pretty good.
Doesn't he? Right, so, anyway, Armenia, you say? Can we find a vassal that doesn't completely hate me? You kind of hate me. Hang on, we can...
But a fair amount of this is
Where's the opinion
the
view?
speech bubble.
Yeah.
So is this showing opinions of you? I mean, you probably want to make most of this patch of your empire the Kingdom of Armenia at the moment, because you don't control any other kingdoms in this area.
Right, so he's very clean because I pressed his claim. He, on the other hand, has a nice... She, on the other hand, has a nice, stable set of opinions. So, right, let's grant her the viceroyalty of Armenia.
You probably see if there are kingdoms around here that you want to hand over to.
Let's sit back to realms and go to state realm view.
Goodness, there are lots of them.
So, let's see if we can hand over Armenia Con. Transfer vassalage.
Well,
That's part
outside
of...
of your realm, I think.
There's Trapezus.
I mean, ideally, you should eventually reach the situation where everything in this table is something you want to assign to the person, because you don't in the steady state have any counties or duchies under you.
Yes.
I mean, okay, there'll be weird barons.
So Cyrillic, Azerbaijan and Shamaka.
Tunic. Maybe we'll just do this thing. Azerbaijan.
Oops. Yes.
In the middle of the list now.
Shamaka. Apparently not.
Obvious weirdness there. Just in case he appeared under a different title, go back to yes. Actually, if you no, that doesn't work, does it? So I think you have to go back to her and then till we get our Tessa. There's another one.
I want to also transfer the Duchy of Mesopotamia. So.
There's not very many left, are there?
No.
So you've got Lichtendos, Zanjan Abhar.
You. No, hang on, I don't want to do that. Let's cancel that. Right.
Maybe there were odd little.
Woo!
858.
Your
Your
mother
mother.
was offered up in sacrifice to the ancestors by Mansa Biu of Songhay. Okay, that's unusual. Fine. Well, that was weird. Ooh, what I could do is see if let's invite some potential claimants.
They've got a commander with martial skill 4.
They have, haven't they? Let's see if I could, well. I'm going to invite him to court because, you know, I'm not going to land anyone or anything because I can't. Well, I'm silly to at this point, but I will just, you know. I'll just invite them to court. Let's just go check on Crusader Jerusalem. So we've got him anyway. Good, just in case. Right, I think that's setting things up for the next war. Okay. I can't really do anything about it right now because mysteriously, Sumerian Holy War for Baghdad. Okay. You.
One of your counts that has ended up outside of the Kingdom of Armenia because organisation
Yes.
Obviously difficult. They declared holy war for Baghdad.
Oh well. Good luck with that. That's okay. So how are we doing? We might finish building some more stuff. Although I don't necessarily want to start the next stage building, but I might be able to build some nice stuff on it. Speaking of which, how is the memorial garden going? So that's as tricked out as we can be at this point. Ooh, that's nice. 15 piety. Go us.
Another place that won't cause
A religious disturbance.
yes.
Right. Proselytise. Somewhere else. Let's just briefly check. Okay, let's go for the new.
That's actually capable of a holy war against you.
That's true. Yes. Holy wars are scary.
I like holy war with it.
I mean, to be fair, in your current situation, you the danger of a holy war against any of your pagan neighbours would not be that other pagans would join in. It will be that everyone would join in. So actually, they're just as bad as every other kind of war.
It's true.
So yes, if you go to the Pope, you can. He has a. I think you can then ask him who would you excommunicate
No one interesting.
from. Yes.
Because one's already an exarch.
I think you may have to cheer up the Pope a bit because he does only have an opinion in 24. Why does he dislike you?
I don't know. I mean, it's possibly my relentless pursuit of power.
It's mostly that he hasn't got any good reason to like you, I think.
Yeah.
You could probably send him money, but I bet he's too rich for a sensible amount of money to influence him.
Yeah.
You can send him booze.
That's
You should
true.
send him money via PayPal.
It's
Well,
only 10 points.
yeah, it's not really worth it. I'll keep that
Well,
for...
it may nudge. I think the critical thing is, does the Pope like you more than he likes
Yeah,
the
but
person you want?
yeah, but the thing then is I can give it to him just before I want someone excommunicated.
Well, do you have anything else to do?
Well, I've got no one I want excommunicated, so...
Well, pick
Because you
someone.
want all your despots excommunicated so you can convert them to exiles.
Yeah, but he's only going to excommunicate, like...
Well, yes.
Could you ask
Well,
him
no,
to
it wasn't a
excommunicate yourself?
despot, it was an exarch.
Yes, but the point is,
If I cheer
if
him
you
up.
make his opinion of you higher, he will be the number of people will be willing to excommunicate.
I'm not going to send him that much money. I'm not going to offer him an artefact. I will send him an alcohol.
Any priest or anyone that excommunicate only the Pope.
I think at least in this game, only the Pope. So now who will be excommunicated? At least enlarged. It's only enlarged very slightly, and not going to help.
I've got another count. Well. Aha. My son.
Right.
Right.
So, you're marrying here for genes, I think, and for being a good person to run things. So I think you want someone who has either genius or fair, beautiful, because that also gives you an opinion boost. But more inclined to go for genius because it gives you great
Yeah.
stats.
Well, she's got genius. She's inbred, so let's not have her.
No.
She's too
Not
old. Genius has just got a speech.
Yes. Anastasia is older than Fanna, so is to be expected to have better stats. And
But
look at Fanna's diplomacy.
See
at the age
already.
of 9.
yes.
Yeah, I think I would go for Fanna Courtier in Hebron.
Right.
She's 3 years older, which is slightly unfortunate.
But that's not a huge.
And she's 9, so he's 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
We generally you can set up betrothals at any age,
Okay.
but it's easier to tell how useful someone's going to be the older they are The game generally the AI players generally start betrothing at about 13, but there's a convenient prompt at the point when they need a guardian at the age of 6. So
Right.
we usually end up betrothing at age 6, and that means you get a little bit of you can betroth to someone slightly older because they haven't all been given away by then.
Very strange.
So,
Your traits are a bit ropey as an educator, but
I don't know, but so are her. She's charitable, wroth, ambitious,
true,
envious,
yes, I mean, Ida's not much
honest, scholar, fat, genius. I mean,
better.
I'm...
None of your high diplomacy people is actually. Oh,
I'm
Adelheid at least has diligent.
Yeah, but she's a tough soldier.
Oh right, yes, okay, no, you don't want her. No.
No,
I mean, she's a tough soldier with 19 diplomacy, which is pretty impressive in its own right.
it's true. And those are only charismatic negotiators.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think one of you and Ida.
I think let's go with Ida at the moment. She's got slightly better traits than me. Like, she's not cruel.
So he would become the Basileus Pascalis II if he survives long enough. Yes,
It's true.
Your mother offered in sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
I mean, there was something saying that she'd managed to get kidnapped or something.
Yeah. The net effect of this is I don't like that ruler very much.
Aquitaine's going after the Pope.
But they lost.
Oh, right.
They're not trying hard enough. I've been on the grand hunt. Right. We held summer fair. We haven't held summer fair for a bit. A man claiming to be a lord who disappeared 7 years ago has found his way to my castle. He sings with the fair queen of Elfland, and some say his songs are prophetic. Hey, have you been hiding Geoffrey of Monmouth in a cupboard or something? Not that I think that's literally him, but you know. Long lost but homed again. I get a kind thing, or a man named Hippolytus appears at the court. Let's try getting the trait kind to balance out stuff.
I think kind has just dropped your intrigue by quite a bit.
Well, it gives me something to do.
You are no longer intriguing.
Children like a guardian. My niece.
Pavlina has attractive.
She's pretty.
Because obviously what you want is to breed a line of attractive genius not Carlings, the Normandys. But,
Can I matrilineally marry her to anyone useful? Not really. How can we non-matrilineally? Well, we can marry her off to the Count of Hale, wherever that is. I don't really want to marry her to any of the princes of the home.
Yeah.
Princes of, I don't know, they're probably safe. No, do not marry her to the Duke of Jerusalem. I want to invade.
Duke shouldn't be a problem.
Oh yeah, good point well made. Right.
Right, the Duke will become your vassal eventually.
It's true. It's a sign
I mean,
of
assuming they aren't
guardian.
already. I can't remember.
Well, suddenly my traits as an educator have gone well up because I've turned from cruel into kind, which, improves things immensely. The bishops are at it again. This one's font of row again. Okay. You can marry someone random from my court. Oh, that's fine.
There will now be some cooking.
So, can I build anything in Middlesex? No, we need more technology. Can we build any more technology? We really want improved keeps next. And we can't. Right. Oh yeah, where are we in fractions? So, how scary is the independence faction currently? 19%. I think what that warrants is the cheering up of the relevant despot, and we send Mr. Cost to study technology in Constantinople again, on the grounds that we quite like some technology. Raiders in Tunisia.
It's very scary. Ratchet level.
Oh, something's happened to one of my pointy stick guy. Fortunately, I have a bunch of free pointy stick guys. Yes. Okay. We're nearly below 95% threat, so that means that I might be able to war with some defensive pacts. Problem is, with over 50% threat, all defensive pacts of other religion groups band together if I attack one of them, which is a little bit of a pain. And the Christian one is enormous. Hey, these people actually managed to get defensive pacts sort of undone against them. That feels like cheating.
More clickings.
Can't improve imprison our new despot. Let's briefly wander over to the religion tab and see if anyone good. No. Okay. So I can get him.
So that's not very helpful.
If I get him excommunicated, won't he leave the defensive pact?
Don't think so. No, because I think he's still a Christian. He may not be part of the Catholic Church.
Oh, I can get the despot of Lusitania.
So I mean, I don't know how much this will help, but I think you might then. But there was something you could do to someone because they were excommunicated recently.
Well, let's try. It will cost me 62 piety.
And will be viewed as an insult by the relatives of the despot of Lusitania.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's try and find the despot of Lusitania. Can we remember where Lusitania is? No. Can we remember where our vassal list is? Yes.
In Spain.
Yes, that is indeed where it is. It's.
Hang on.
Zoom out a bit so you get the names of the sub-realms. Right, there it is.
There's Lusitania.
So I think you haven't yet had a reply from the Pope.
I have not yet had a reply from the Pope. Let's wait for a reply from the Pope. That's not a reply from the Pope, that's some more bishops doing bishop things. Right.
He's now excommunicated.
Right, can we now do anything interesting? Like,
So,
can we...
If you ask to revoke his title, that would still upset people.
Deeper.
Is imprisonment now available for him? Yes. Since Despot Pelayo is excommunicated, no one will care.
Right.
So he might declare war on you, in which case...
Slightly eep. It's about 10,000 men between them.
Yes. If he declares war on you, excellent, because then you can definitely strip him of his title once you've beaten him.
Yeah. Right. So, Mr. Bond.
Can you raise Castile's troops now? Just in case they join the war on the other side.
Okay, yeah, good point, well stated. Right, let's put in some convincing commanders. I'm going to march you straight in there, and you get to go there.
I tend the Castilian ones in the same.
Well, I will do, but once that lot are actually in danger of arriving.
Oh, yes, because Castilian ones would currently
The Castilian army is too small to...
and too close.
Indeed. I think that's close enough, and you can get in there.
Especially if they're going to take that route, because of course there's a mountain range in the way.
Yeah. Where is the Duchy of Sciara? Let's leave that to
See if someone else can do it first.
first. Yes. Which is our usual duchy policy. We have a policy now.
Well, you've got, yes, a large enough empire that you really do need to have a... right, so Castile has indeed joined.
Kingdom of Pannonia. Right, off we go. Pannonia. Pannonia. Where's the opinion map? There's the opinion map. You currently quite like me. Right. Grass to voice royalty of Pannonia. Back to realm view. And sub-realms. That all looks sensible. Right. Back we go to I assume that terrible score is because they're controlling all my all the holdings. Do I want to raise Aquitaine as well? And Aragon.
Yeah, I think that's a really good turn. And he was actually in the independent faction. So.
Oh, yes, that's nice. Oh dear, my marshal is wounded. Actually, let's turn time down quite a lot. Right. There we go. It is quite impressive.
And that was a little spherical planet a minute ago, and now it's a giant robot.
It is quite...
With not
Just
that many curves.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't know where you're going, but well... Norwegian, Georgian, de jure holding war. Okay. Of course, yes, there's that big patch out of Norway out by Georgia. That's mine. All mine. It's also a lot easier now that I actually get alerts when my armies turn up in roughly the right place. This is a definite improvement. Yes. I should have 2 spare castles, in fact. I do. Right, excellent. We're now up to 3% war score. Because suddenly I am not. Right, you are a reasonable sized army. Let's glue you together and stick the B team in charge of it. So you're going to Syria. Actually, let's swap you out for Sviatopolk and swap. Right, let's try and get some traits for me again. It's a big army, I shouldn't be at much risk. And how is my actual, like...
Terrible.
Terrible, even with the assistance of the...
You are not to get into any duels.
well,
You
I
see
should...
a duel coming, you run
Run
away.
Well, I mean, my heir's like 7 years old now. That's like...
Yes, I appreciate that is older than the age at which you inherited the Empire.
yeah. It'll be fine. Ooh, we've finished constructing stage 2 of the Bologna Amphitheatre. Can I afford anything? Theatre stage. Spikes.
I'd be inclined to go for the things that give you positive opinion on random traits.
Yes. Well, in
I think
taverns,
you already have a tavern.
I
don't
think
you?
I already have a tavern.
You probably don't have animal chemicals.
That's true. That's expensive, but right, that's absolutely the last thing I build
You mean before the next crusade?
before the next crusade.
Well, if they're respected, well, ideally they will walk into La Mancha just at the moment that army finishes its thing, and just after this army has arrived. Sadly, that won't happen. Go on, finish that siege. Almost done.
It's true.
Something completely other.
Something completely random. Yeah. Come on, there's like 2 defenders left in there.
I think there are lots of defenders. They're just not very fast.
Siege of Madrid done.
Hang on, he's already dropped a rock on his own foot, or had someone drop a rock on his foot.
It's true, he has. Well, now he's not very competent because someone dropped a rock on his foot. He can't run out of the way.
Should your army be routed all the way over there?
Yes.
Oh,
They're the actual
Oh.
lot I'm fighting.
yes, okay, I see.
Probably didn't actually need to drag the 14,000 away from their siege.
Yeah, it'll reduce your losses.
It's true.
Like, you didn't drag them away from their siege, they had finished their siege.
It's
They were
true.
effectively idle, so it's not quite free in that they could have been besieged in the next place, but the losses are as small as they could
Are
reasonably be.
you heading back to Toledo to try and besiege back the place that I've just left? Because if so, boy, do I have news for you.
That has improved matters, so you can now send the big army back to
In any case, if I want to go after this lot, it's best if I wander down this side of the line, which is mine, and see what's happening. So, where are you going? You're going to Badajoz. You're going to Cacares, okay? Are you really going to Cacares? Now that I've arrived in Talavera, but in the Duchy of Toledo. Okay, you are. Well, I'll send those guys over there to besiege back the bits that they besieged from me. Otherwise I shall sit here with a giant army. going, this is my army, do you think it's large enough? Which is deeply subtle, but I'm an emperor. I don't do subtle. No, I don't want her to be arbitrary. I'm terribly sorry. We haven't yet discovered the best way of rearing children in the 14th, 13th century.
Or indeed 21st.
It's true. Yes, that's always one of the things that irritates me about AI, is like, we can't possibly make AI ethical because we haven't even worked out how to make people ethical. Right, well, I've got more bodyguards. I'm in the middle of an army and I've hired more. Ooh, has Pascalis got any exciting new things? Ooh, he's got shrewd. Gosh, that's nice. Unfortunately, he's deceitful. But
yes, this is what you get for letting someone else raise him.
yeah,
You might not make the decisions you would have made.
it's true. I could transfer him to being me now. Being raised by me now, I'm less terrible.
You could, but yes, that would slightly annoy Ida.
Yeah, but she's at 100.
Yeah, she is your friend,
So I think I assign me.
Assuming, of course, you have infinite slots.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, good. No,
Okay.
you're apparently not available.
Right, well, let's not do that then. Let's leave him with Ida. So my plan here is to siege this siege. Actually, let's swap climb out for Sviatopolk, and then I can nip into Calatrava. And this lot can sit here and besiege that back and then nip across the Lotharingia. That's up here somewhere, isn't it?
The ability to create some titles. That shouldn't have changed your ability to create any titles. Oh, it's just whittling about the Empire of
Shut
Francia.
up about the Empire of Francia. Opinions. Oh, that's pretty stable.
Not sure.
Oh,
It
he's
might
Prince
be-
Bishop.
Yes, you can't appoint a Prince Bishop as a thing.
Okay, all of that's pretty good, apart from the bit where they desire the kingdom of... Nope. Damn it. Which army do I have selected? That one. Right. Lotharingia. Let's close that so I'm definitely not in army mode. Back to...
Select yourself again. You're currently asking. Oh gods. Actually, switch to a different view and back again, and it'll probably fix itself. So I think then it defaults to opinion of view again. And you're looking in the wrong place. That's its learning.
I was going to say this didn't look right.
That's learning, yeah.
This bit here.
Yes, and I think Lorraine is your...
Yes, Lorraine was my choice. Right. You. Yeah, yes, royalty of Lorraine. Now, let's sit back over here. Just check sub-realms. Right, all of that's looking okay. Right, let's go back and try and deal with whatever is going on here. Right. It's all these tough forts. Okay, I have 28 vassal kingdoms.
Yes.
That's a fairly ludicrous statistic. Woohoo, we can improve some keeps. Let's improve some keeps. Let's just check there isn't anything dead cheap we can build in Westminster as a result. Those are relatively cheap. And get me quite a lot of extra fortness. Let's let time pass, because sieges are even slower when you don't remove your finger from the pause button. Right. So we've constructed stage 2 of the Southern Arboreal Stop, but any further construction on my great works will have to wait until the next crusade. You know, which I should get one in. You know, provided Egypt stays Muslim.
Do you think it currently Muslim?
That's an entertaining question. There's a lot of usurpations. Right, where's the religion map? Okay, might not be with there. No idea. We might not get to go on crusade. That would be very disappointing. Holding in where is under siege? Who the hell are you? Okay, you're a small army from Castile. Can I even be bothered sending anything up there?
You've already raised Ireland.
Enough to check that I am in fact going for. So they're in there. That tiny little sliver. Well, we better hope by the time they get there, it's the English Andalusian war, holding war over Shrewsbury is over. You'll be delighted to hear. Right, do we have besieged Talavera? Okay. Oh, you've taken Gleb away. Gleb was useful. Fine. Can I raise a new commander? Gladiator, unyielding, tough soldier. Yes, we can. And all of those things are fine.
He was your most recent academy recruit.
Indeed. It's just that the Exarch turned up as well. He was even better. So they do have some fairly reasonable defensive bonus from being in hills, but they have less than half of my stoat power and stoat-on. Right, well, there has been besieged. That's got us back a critical bit of war stoat.
Looks like the Castilian army is running away.
Well, I mean, let's be fair, it's a sensible thing to do. Let's just root you randomly over here. Right, okay, you're sitting down outside a 6.5 fort. I am shocked that it's not a 7.5 fort. Still pretty boring though. Oh, their centre has collapsed. Jolly good. French Holy War for Sigil Massa. Okay, fine. I'm sure we've had this before. Maybe they keep winning it back or dying mid-thing. Right, back to Toledo. Potato. Potato. I don't know where you're going. Oh, let's recruit another hero. Or try to. So, he's a tough soldier, unyielding, and a gladiator, and he's brawny. And a hunter. Well, he'll like me anyway. Proud, envious, and he's erudite. However, he's thick as big shit, and
on the other hand, 21 martial.
He's got 21 martial skill. Just don't ask him to read a book, because it'll probably take him a while. Right, so we're besieging Lescas or something like that. Let's take Svatopolk out of there and stick in Lucas. Then, actually, I can stick Svatopolk on here, and we can make the lights flash faster. Breton de Jury War over Cornwall. What's that one? Oh, Breton Revolt War for Brittany. The only downside is that Badajoz is, rather whatever this is, Lusitania is actually quite big. So it makes for bloody ever. Danish Papal de Jure War over Holstein. Good luck with that. That did not go very well last time. I, however, should not get involved. I don't think this would make me very popular. They're going to Osma. Fine. Well, you think you're going to... No, don't do that.
I think now they won't catch them. If you'd left them, they would probably have got there before the others left.
Yes. Well, I did try.
But the thing you tried was the thing that could, at best, not make things any better.
I suppose, yes.
Because they were going to Soria already. So either they would catch them in Soria. I mean, it would perhaps have meant you could catch them one county later if you missed them in Soria and didn't pause as soon as they arrived. But
I'm going to find it.
So you probably don't want to stay there.
No, I'm paused. Do I just march down here?
I would pick a county that you can sensibly stay in.
Like Alcala.
Yes.
It's next door as well, which gives us, some benefits.
I mean, I don't know that the battles are particularly helpful. And they make things a bit faster, I suppose.
It's true. Well, I mean, the main purpose of battles is to stop them besieging anywhere of mine. To keep it at a point where, I'm stopping them getting more territory and ticking war score. I mean, I've stopped them getting a lot of ticking war score because they don't control all of it now. What are we besieging in Alcala? Oh, a 6.5 fort. A 6.5 fort there, and I think another 6.5 fort over there. Well, let's make the lights flash faster, because besieging things is still, spoiler, boring. And of course there wasn't actually quite this much large-scale war in the Middle Ages, if only because it's actually very difficult to get anywhere. And you actually have to worry about your supply lines and stuff like that. And in fact, the risk of just going, well, I was trying to invade Lusitania, but instead I turned up in Aragon and now everyone hates me. This isn't where I'm meant to be, and I don't know where Lusitania is, and I've run out of money, and all my armies...
And what's going on with that army in the west?
That's very
You
interesting.
might want to not move towards it, because your army is not much bigger.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to. So they're going to Huelva. So it looks like they're going to try and besiege Huelva. Wow.
So, you said, oh, they've changed their mind and are coming to fight you. Excellent.
Excuse
right,
me.
Get yourself some good commanders.
Let me just stick my arm over there. Right, you are unyielding, which is a good quality enemy defender. And you're a heavy infantry leader. Okay, we like that. And they have the river crossing against them. And we've got a narrow flank. It is. I mean, my centre should be doing okay, but Mr.
They were heavily outnumbered.
But right. We've got the run on their wings, so there we are. Right, we're up at 80% war score. We still have enough people to besiege Faro, which is good. Right. We're nearly done with that siege. Yes, well, I think I understand their reasoning, which is that the army was only just larger than them, and if they were going to go up against any of them, that wasn't a terrible one. Right, so we've besieged Faro, we're now besieging Tyria. Oh, let's just assault that. But yeah, I'll assault it in.
Well, pretty close to the end of the war
Pretty
now.
close to the end of the war. We're definitely getting assaulted. It's 99% war score. Now we can march you into that place. 6.5 fort. That's the thing we wanted. You're my daughter. You are a perfectly ordinary daughter. But we should definitely go for a thingy.
Vladimir is a nearby realm. You might actually
Not to invade, so I don't want that.
Wales is one you might want to revoke.
I don't know, but
On the other hand,
I think marrying back into
yeah, could be.
Wales is not like a terrible idea. Let's assign her a guardian. Peace, grey eminence. Let's assign Julia her mother, because she's not bad either. Right, lots of people being imprisoned by my vassals.
You might be able to arrange to have a battle with that passing army.
Hang on, I'm still paused, so let me get rid of all these messages.
10,000 troops north.
I've got to get rid of the 10,000 messages about people being imprisoned by...
By you?
Well, no, these ones are by me, but everyone else is by somebody else.
I think that lot are going east.
There you
I
go.
think if you run in there, they're movement locked, so they can't do anything.
So, there's Organiser.
I reckon that will probably get you that remaining 1% war score.
You're probably right. Pannonia.
Again.
I still don't want Francia. That's not right. So, zoom out a bit so we can actually see Pannonia. Doof. Opinion.
Basically anyone other than whatever that was, Chad.
Yeah. Right. Browns. Control click. Nothing too weird there. Let's zoom out a bit just to check. Right, off we go over here. Let's zoom in a bit. So, suggestion of matrimonial betrothal. There is, of course, the possibility that this tactic will piss off the Pope if he spots it.
Well,
I have captured someone. Right, let's release the peace otter. Enforce demands. Right. Okay.
what's that usurpation that's available to you? Oh right, that's a bunch of duchies
Duchies.
underneath it.
So what I want to do is traitor, they don't like, right. Okay, let's get rid of
No.
no! Still do not want the Empire of Francia. 2 empires is a bad idea. Probably. Okay, let's pause and unpause and let it be a new year so that I can dismiss my armies without them going, but I'm somewhere that's hostile. That's opinion view.
That's outside the...
That's outside the target area. On the other hand, he seems to like me, and those are all pretty nice things. You get the Viceroyalty of Lusitania. Back to realms view. Right, okay, that's done more or less what we expected. Let's deal with that arranged marriage. You're random courtier. You're my vassal. I accept. Shall we stop here for the night?
I think that's reasonable.
Right.
It's 11.
Usual, but I have no objection to that.
Well, back. I can't think of anything else to do right now, and I kind of need the loot. So
think
either we pause
I
or...
just had a mail from John saying something soon, possibly.
Oh, well in that case I shall save and state.
it is 1293.
3. It is literally just the start of 1293. Good night, stream.